Hello. So yeah, I am animating. Pretty much just have that right now. Try the volume down a bit. Can you hear myself speak? Video's off too. Remember. His power's off. Okay. Maybe it's right here? Hard to tell. Should start here, shouldn't it? Yeah, I'm gonna try to ponify each of the trailers that aren't made yet. There we go. I don't know if it hey, thanks. Sun Tzu said result in victory. If is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. I don't know why my stuff is all messed up. Sun Tzu said that. I'm gonna reopen this. I also have this. I'm making some pony gibs. And I think this is fixed now. Yeah, there we go. I have one of these models made for the heads as well. That's gross, yeah. um, yeah. Okay, I think I'm just gonna start blocking pretty much. Getting this thing stuff to work. This is actually one of the enhanced pony models. So it's got all the fancy new facial flexes. There. I just put the texture on and added all this stuff that's from the other thing that's not visible. So yeah. Let's see. We'll get started. Gonna be flying, flapping their wings. We got it all set up so that it's all locked and such. Tail's probably not too important. I'm gonna probably move this guy. Oh geez, this transform is like way far off. I don't know where I am anymore. Okay. Pelvis. Just for reference. You can see this helmet is phasing in and out of existence, depending on where I look. Because it's actually part of this soldier over here. And he has to be in view for it to show up. I just have it way back there, so it's always on the camera. Kind of interesting. I don't have the original helmet that came with this model because this one has better straps that I want to use. Maybe for now, I think... I guess I could show the original helmet, but just to stop that and then change it back later. I don't know. I don't know. See what kind of pose I want to do here. Chest a little down so this neck doesn't have to be as... I think that looks starting to look good. It's funny to see her bald. I have basically material overrides on her hair, so she doesn't clip through the helmet. And then I have material overrides on the body of this other Derpy. Check this guy out.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do.
This audio is weird now. I don't know why this is all messed up. What frame is this? 4 seconds. Oh, maybe that way? I feel like it's just slightly off.
If fight sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that.
Engine synced.
Say he knows a little more about fighting than you.
Oh, I guess that's fine. I think it's just maybe lagging from the stream. Just a little.
You do, pal, because he invented it.
Okay, that's starting... I don't know why. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the audio. I thought that it was not synced correctly. So I was just checking that. So yeah, blocking. So this is pretty much just the shoulder down on the arms until they come up with the fist. So I'm gonna like just get that looking, and I guess it's still gonna be kind of human. Always is. Maybe that one arm. Not that it really matters too much. I don't think you see it, but I'm gonna start. Actually, maybe just moving this model through. Maybe I might go through all of them and do that. Just getting sort of a layout. Hey, Bouncer and everyone else. Welcome to the stream. I can move forward and then a stop. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Retransform. Let me just delete all these keys. You know, might need to be closer actually. And further down. It might be a little too big. Let's see. Definitely have to change the framing, not the framing, the depth of field on that stuff.
Fighting is sure to result in victory.
Move this frame over.
Victory. Then you must
Slows down. Actually, I could probably do that with just I'm hitting 1, 2, and 3 just to change these. Yeah, you can see it here. So I'm just changing this to be flat tangent. I can actually hit this, and now I can. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Okay, that's a thing. This? I forget what this is. Frame curves? No. For some reason, that's not a thing I can do right now. Huh. Well, I'll figure that out later. I might have to replace the models or something.
Sun Tzu said that must fight.
Add a frame hold. Starts moving his body around there. Oh, oh jeez. Undo. This is acting really weird.
Then you must fight.
Let me just delete everything here. Start over. I don't know what that's about. This curve is already. I just started and I'm already getting all these glitches. So much fun. Okay, maybe that'll help.
If fighting is sure, then you must fight.
I did that again. Okay.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Must fight. Fight. You must fight. Must fight. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that.
I move this over a little bit so do that during the turn as well. As you saw last time, it was kind of like weird framing, I think.
Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that. Then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows.
Little more about.
And I'd say he knows. A little.
Yeah, I think these two could be changed a bit. I'm gonna go here and then adjust it. There. And then I'll copy.
You must fight.
I guess I should probably do all of them.
Sun Tzu said that fight. Then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a. I'd say he. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he said that.
The body really that? I guess it's not that turned. It's more the head, so I'm going to leave this over here.
Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little. And I'd say he knows the. Say he knows a little. He knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. Because he invented it. Pal, because he invented it. Because he invented it. Because he invented it, and then he
So I'm going to do all this motion in the pelvis, now that I think about it.
Because he invented it. And because he invented it. And
It goes a little up and or down and up.
then he and then he perfect. Because he invented.
So this is going to be a little bit more tilted down, so that framing is fine so far. Or it will be, at least.
And then he perfected it.
It's going to end up coming back to this.
Perfected it.
That's way too slow.
Perfected it. So perfected it. So that no living man could. So that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. Ooh, pal, because in the Ring of Honor. So that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Actually, I'm going to make her go all the way to where she needs to go. And I'll just add those keys in later.
But then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
No, a little down.
The Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor.
Maybe make a little bit less. I'll move this over here. And then I'll take this and start slowing down.
So that
Graph editing like this is pretty good if you want subtle, like, subtle changes. As you can see here, I can like move it just a little bit. But if I'm in this, it's a little bit harder to move it that subtly. I don't know what just happened. I'll just, that's kind of weird. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, you can, but it's like, sometimes you just want to see this too. Okay. So basically I have the root motion. That's really funny. I probably should add some more motion back here so that stuff isn't happening as much. Because it's not just from the front, everything back here, it's just like thinking that I'm coming from a complete start to like a really fast start. So I'll just move this over here, add some more motion. No, I'm getting bad about that. I was kind of used to the motion editor for a little bit, so we'll just do that, and then move this back to the first frame. Yeah, the first frame. As you can see, the ears and the cheek jiggle bones are not doing that anymore. I guess they are, but I don't know. What's funny? I'm not sure why they're doing that.
Fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do. He knows a
Is that too slow? Let's see.
he knows a little. Say he knows a little more about. He knows a little. He knows a little. He knows a little. He knows a little more about. Knows a little more. Knows a little more about fighting, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, and then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Okay. I'll get started on some other stuff. So, pelvis motion. All this up and down stuff. I don't know if I want to do a walking or more of a floating. As she's going down.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Victory.
This FOV is crazy, I know.
Then you must fight. Result in victory, then you must fight.
Right now I'm just sort of studying it, seeing some of the subtle motions, and just sometimes you just gotta look at it 100 times. I think I might just do something like...
If fighting is sure to result,
I'm also not sure why this is always going to linear. That's been a problem. I have to do something with like my register, something.
If fighting is in victory, then you must fight. Then you must fight. You must fight.
I'm gonna move this guy closer. There we go.
You must fight. Then you must fight. Fight. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that. And I'd say he knows a little more. And I'd say he knows. He knows a little more about. About fighting than
You do, pal.
fighting than you do, Pat. About fighting than you do, pal. Fighting than
Oh, just like some
you do, pal. Because
small
you know
motions.
a little more about fighting than you do, Pat. We must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do.
This will be tough, actually. I may need to move this whole thing just further up. That makes her look so huge. Crazy. I think I probably just have to do a optical illusion with it.
Pal, because he invented it. Because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. That fight. Then you must fight.
Hmm.
Sun Tzu said that. And I'd... Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu...
There's a little bit of a sort of down. Oh, okay. Down and then up. Maybe a little bit more. I'm gonna add more in the chest as well, but
Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little.
yeah, I think I'm gonna.
That. Sun Tzu said that.
I feel like going more straight ahead with this
Sun Tzu said that.
than blocking it with like stuck keys.
Said that. And that.
Just sort of going with the flow, you know.
Said that, and I'd say. That, and I'd say.
Hey, thanks.
I'd say Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows. Say he knows. Say he knows a little. Say he knows a little. knows a little more up, and I'd say he knows a little. He knows a little more about. He knows a little more. Little more. Knows a little more about.
Oh my god, the butt jiggle. I did not realize that these models had that. This is actually my first time using these models. That's kind of too much. That's funny. Both cheeks, right? All four of them are jiggly.
Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting. A little more about fighting than you do. About fighting than you do.
Kind of not a lot of motion in the pelvis with him. It's more chests, the two chests, and then where I'm gonna probably put most of it. Kind of just really slow motion to add a little bit of life. Since it's impossible to stay completely still for anyone, especially if you're a floating pony. Actually, speaking of floating, I should probably do a little bit of that. So like,
pal, because he invented it. Because he invented because he invented.
Sort of not a.
Because he invented it. Because he invented it.
Maybe get that back and forth motion a little bit more. I think maybe the forward, I'll just add a little bit more forward. Just a little bit more forward-is. Yeah.
Because he invented it.
I feel like
he invented it.
That's better.
And then
I need to add more to this. That's a foot. Transform. More down.
And then he perfect. And then he perfect. And then he.
I feel like this could use more forwardness on the down. Yeah. Might be a little bit too fast now. And then it's two sideways. Sort of like a. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's the frame after, because I already have it like that. And I gotta add, like, make it so it's not going side to side like that.
And then he perfected it so that.
There we go. I was gonna look a little choppy now because of all these linear tangents. They're just sort of making it stop and start really fast. You saw that motion, it's like a little bit smoother now.
perfected it so about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then heaper. And you
Heaper,
do
heaper, heaper. This is what I deal with every time I animate.
because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that he invented it. And then invented it. And then he invented it. And then he perfected it. And then he perfected.
Just add a little bit of down and a little bit of back up.
Then he perfected it. Then he perfected.
Maybe a little more. But it's gonna be a lot in the chest as well.
And then he perfected it.
I'll just replay this
Fighting
again.
is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little. And you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. And I'd say
I feel like this framing needs to be a little bit further over.
Fighting sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that.
That's funny. Oh yeah, that's because it's pelvis. Yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna take all of these over here. I want it to be a little bit more like right here. Yeah, that's much better. Maybe it's right in the center. I feel like maybe when it comes over here, I think it needs to go over even more. Wrong way. Just delete this so it goes.
He knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so...
Okay. So pelvis is almost done.
Perfected it so that no living man could... So that no living man could best him in the good.
There's a little bit of a like up and then like a really fast short down. Right when he does that. You can see it's like really tiny.
Best him in the Ring of Honor. Could best him in the Ring of Honor. Man could best him in the Ring of Honor. In the Ring of Honor. In the Ring of Honor. best him in the ring of honor.
I'm just basically doing as much as I can with that right now.
Ring of honor.
I already said that, but
Him in the ring. And then
his hand is funny.
he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the ring of honor.
Yeah, there's not much.
So that
I should save. Save. Oops.
it so if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that he invented it. And then he perfected it.
It might be a little too fast. I don't know.
Perfected it.
Maybe I just need a little follow through.
And then he perfected it. He perfected. He perfected. And then.
And hope that every time I change the keys, it goes linear again.
He perfected it so that no. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about.
Okay. I'm gonna start on the chest now. This is going pretty fast, actually, so far. This is where most of the acting comes through, I think. You just gotta do the pelvis first, because it affects everything else. If I move the pelvis, then everything is gonna be in a different spot. Usually I don't actually do the root transform either, but I don't know, I just found it easier because of the different pivot point. Kind of gives like a pivot on the feet rather than the hips. Excuse my loud chair.
If fighting is sure. If fighting is fighting. Fighting.
Weird. Okay.
Fighting is sure. Fighting is sure. Is sure. Is sure. Is sure to. Is sure to result in victory. Result in victory. 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 Then you're sure to result in victory. Then you must fight. Then you must fight. Fight. You must fight. Fight. Then you is sure to result in victory. Then you must fight.
This. I feel like the whole framing could be a little bit higher
Sanso said
on
that,
her.
and I'd say he knows a little more.
Yeah. I can always bring it down, but it's hard to bring it up with the posing.
Then you must fight.
Yeah, there we go. I think that's better.
Fight. Must fight. Fight. Fight.
I think I'm gonna do something like this and then just add a little moving hold. Yeah. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of anticipation. He doesn't anticipate much, but I want to add that. So like these 2 frames, I'm just gonna sort of pull him back, pull her back. I'm just gonna go to this frame first, and then get the right framing. And I'm gonna like sort of pull her back and then go down. That's good, I think.
Sanso said that. Sanso said that. Sanso said that. And I'd say. Sanso.
Yeah.
Sanso.
There's a little bit of anticipation there. That down is sort of, I'm not a fan of it, actually. I'd rather have more left, like this.
Sanso said. Sanso said. Sanso said that. Sanso.
I like the anticipation could be a little bit shorter, too.
Sanso said that. Sanso. Sanso. Sanso said. Sanso said. Sanso said that. Sanso said. Sanso.
I think it's a little early, too.
Sanso said that. Sanso said that. Sanso said that.
Yeah, I think that's getting better.
Sanso said that. And I'd say. Sanso said that. And I'd.
Okay. Get your wing out of the way, Derpy. I guess I don't need those out right now.
Say he knows. Say he knows a little. Say he knows.
I need to grab her whole body, or all of her bones. Just grab the ones I need.
And I'd say. And I'd. And I'd say he knows a. Say he. Say he knows. He knows a. He knows a. little more. Sansu said a little more. A little more. Sansu said that, and I'd say he knows a little. Say he knows a little, and I'd say he knows a little.
Oh, that's weird. How do I fix this? It's tough with when they're really like subtle movements. It'll kind of go back and forth like this. So you kind of have to find this thing. See how it's going like down and then back, even though this is slightly above this. I want it to be more like you kind of gotta. No, don't normalize curve display. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. Sorry, it looked just weird. So sort of like this. So yeah, that was why it's still happening on X though. I just have to like make this flat and then make this just slightly less flat. There we go. So now it's not doing the freaking out back and forth movement. Well, it is kind of going back here, but that's what I wanted. But I kind of don't want it actually. So I might just do this. It's kind of weird looking. I'm gonna just get rid of that.
And I'd say he knows a little. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do. More about fighting than fighting.
Sort of a moving hold right here.
More about.
I should probably do the whole chest.
More about fighting than. More about fighting than you.
Doesn't move that much actually. There we go.
More about
Feels a little dead, but I think the head will make it not feel as dead. It's really gotta be subtle with those movements.
More about fighting than you.
Sort of a forward. It's kind of just an overall forward. There we go.
More about fighting than you do.
Oh, that's way too much for that small time. I just kind of want it to start. I think I might just... This pelvis needs to go a little bit forward right then. God, it's so hard to see. There we go.
Because he invented it. Because he invented it. About fighting than you do, pal. Because he invented. You do, pal. Because he
I'm gonna move this head up later, but kind of animating weird right now. I don't usually animate like this, but kind of do the whole pose most of the time, but I'm having fun with this.
invented it, and then he perfected it. And then he perfected. He perfected. Then he perfected it. So that no living man, so that no living man could best and could best him in best him best man could best him could best him in the
Okay, I'm gonna simplify this pelvis movement. Or it's this root movement. This is one of the problems of having like so many other things. Moving around at the same time.
could best him in the Ring of Honor. him in the best him in the ring of honor. Good best him
This is acting weird.
him in the ring of honor.
I don't know what the movement is. Maybe it's...
Him in the ring of honor.
Oh, I think that's good.
Ring of honor.
There we go.
Best him in the ring of honor. Him in the ring of honor. Ring of honor. That no living man could best him in the ring of honor.
This is definitely a lot later than the pelvis. Oops.
If fighting is sure to
Got a little hold here.
honor. Tim
Skim.
in the ring of honor.
A little bit faster.
Of honor.
There we go.
In the ring of honor. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented...
So that you do that movement. I think needs a little bit of a, like this.
Fighting than you do, pal.
Doesn't need to be that fast though, because the head's gonna make it look so much faster when it whips a little. And he does like that right thing, that secondary action, I guess. Sort of like that whip of his head that he does, gonna make it look a lot faster. You gotta make all of this the right stuff. Let's see. Stuff. By stuff I mean tangents. That's what it's called.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
I'm just gonna hit 3 on everything. See what happens.
If fighting is sure to result in victory.
Get out of these keys.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, and then he perfected it. And I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it.
Some of these still need linear tangents.
Because he invented it, and then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the ring of honor. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu, you must fight. 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 Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, and then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the ring of honor. He knows about fighting than you do, pal. He knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Okay, I think that's getting there.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
Okay, I'll start with the next chest. It's going to be pretty much similar. It's just going to be a little bit offset.
If fighting is sure to fighting is sure to result in victory, then you victory, then you must victory. In victory, then you in victory. In victory, then you must victory, then you must then you must fight. Then you must fight. You must fight. Must fight. Let's fight. Fight. Let's fight. Murder is Sun. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu. Said that. Sun Tzu said that. Said that.
Yeah, I fixed that thing, but then I messed it up again by hitting 3 on everything. Or changing the tangent to regular splines. So I gotta fix that again.
Sun Tzu said that.
There we go.
Sun Tzu said that. Said that.
You know, I think I might just make these really long splines. There we go. Actually, so if you grab these and hit Control Shift, it'd only do one side.
Sun Tzu said that, and I
There we go.
say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, and I'd say, I'd say that said that, and I'd say he knows a little, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you. Then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that, and Sun Tzu said that. 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 The Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say and I'd say he knows a he knows he knows a little. I'd say he knows a little. And I'd say he knows a little. He say he knows a little. Say he knows a little. A little more about. A little more. He knows a little more. And I'd say he knows a little more. He knows a little that. And I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do. More about fighting than more about fighting than you do. Fighting than you do, pal. Pal, because he pal. I'll be pal. Pal. I'll be pal. Because
That looks weird. Sort of just nix that.
Pal, because he invented pal,
Sort of goes more up. Maybe not that much.
Pal, because pal, because he invented Voodoo pal, because Voodoo pal, because he invented Voodoo pal, because he invented because he invented he invented he invented because he invented because he invented it. He invented because he invented it. And he invented it. And then he if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it, and then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Pal, because he
It's getting there. Definitely gonna need some polish.
result in victory, then you must fight. Victory, then you must
Hmm.
Then you must fight. Victory, then you must fight. Victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal. Because he invented it, and then he perfected it so that he invented it. And then he
Mm-hmm.
and then he perfected it, and then he perfected it. He perfected it, and then he perfected it, and then he perfected 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 it. Perfected it. So he perfected it so that, and then he perfected it so that he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor. And he perfected it so that no perfected it so that perfected it so perfected it so that perfected it so that no perfected it so and then he perfected it and then he and then he perfected it and he perfected and then he perfected and then he perfected it so that no perfected it so that perfected it so that perfected it so that he perfected it so that it so that perfected it so that infected it so that no infected it so it infected it so that no perfected it so that no and then he perfected it so that no living man could. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said, if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no then he perfected it so that no living man no that no so that no that no living man could best and could best him and could best living man could best him in the ring of him in the ring of honor in the ring of honor about ring of honor ring of honor in the ring of honor ring of honor
Oh, I thought I moved it like over here. I
ring of honor
feel like this is way too slow.
ring of honor ring of honor and then ring of honor and then ring of honor.
There we go.
The ring of honor. Him in the ring of honor.
That's looking better.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he
Yeah, these are all still... still linear. I don't understand that, but...
and could best him in the ring of honor. Then he perfected it, and then he perfected it so that no living fighting than you creating than you do than you do about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it.
Let's set these all to spline.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the ring of honor.
That's fun.
If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the ring of honor. In the ring of honor. More about
This cheeks. I don't even know what that is.
he knows a little, and I'd say and perfected it so that no Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Okay, really, I think that's looking good. This will be a lot of stuff. It's gonna make it look more like the actual animation. Okay. So sensitive. And do both at the same time, I think.
If fighting is sure to if fighting is sure to resist, if fighting if 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 fighting is sure to result in if fighting is sure to fighting is sure fighting is sure to sure to result in
Whoa, my view. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is change this to be his head so I can actually see. This is a little bit easier.
result in victory. In victory. Victory, then you must victory. In victory, then you must fight. Then you must. Then you. Then you must. You must fight. Fight. Must fight. 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 You must fight. You must fight. Must fight. Must fight. I say then you must fight. Then you must fight. Fight. You must fight. 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 Must fight. Must fight. Must fight. Must fight. Must fight. Victory, then you must fight. Must fight. 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 Must fight. Then you must fight. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu said. Sun Tzu said. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows that. Who said that? That. Who said that? And I'd say, and I said that, and I'd say he. And I'd say he knows. And I'd say he knows. And I'd say he. And I'd say he knows. And I'd say. And I'd say he knows. And I'd say he. And I'd say he. And I'd say he. And say he knows a little. I'd say he knows, and I'd say he. I'd say he knows, and I'd say he knows a, and I'd say he knows, and I'd say he knows a little. And I'd say that, and I'd say he knows a little. And I'd say he. I'd say he knows knows a little. He knows a little. He knows a little. Knows a little. Knows a little. Knows a little more. Knows a little more. You say he knows a little more. And I'd say he knows a little more about a little more. Little more about. Little more. A little more about. Little more about. Little more about. A little more. More. More about. Little more. Knows a little. A little more about. A little more about. Little more. 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 Little more about. More about. More about fighting the. Fighting the. Fighting the. Fighting the.
Hmm.
Fighting than you fighting fighting than you knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal. You do. You do. You do, pal. You do, pal. A little more about fighting than you do, pal. You do. A little more about fighting than you do, pal. You do, pal.
Oh, jeez. Oh, it's freaking out so much right now.
You do, pal.
Maybe that's why. Looks really weird.
Then you do, pal. You do, pal. You do, pal. Pal.
Mm.
Pal. You do, pal.
Oh, I'm tired.
Pal, because if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that, and I'd say he knows a little more. Sun Tzu said that. Sun Tzu said that, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. Fight. Fight. Then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. 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 Who said that?
Hmm.
Who said that? Who said that? Sun Tzu said that. Who said Sun Tzu said that? And Sun Tzu said that. And I'd say he knows a little more. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu said that. And I'd say he knows a little more about fighting than you do, pal, because he invented it. And then he perfected it so that no living man could best him in the Ring of Honor.
Alrighty, guys. I think I'm gonna take a break for now. Yeah. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was fun. I'll probably do this again sometime soonish. Maybe tomorrow or maybe later today. But right now I just need a break. Alright. See ya.